is Ellis Bayless. My friends all call me Z. Tonight, all you guys can call me Z. Because we're all friends tonight. Tomorrow, I'm Ellis Bayless. I'm going to take my notes out because I forget a lot. I said I want to take my notes out because I forget a lot nowadays. But I want to thank everybody for coming. Obviously, it takes a lot of work to put these type of reunions together. But my gratification is seeing all of you here and all of you having a good time. So that's reward enough for me. I want to take this opportunity to announce our committee. Naomi Miller, Carol Williams, Veronica Bell, Roscoe Riggins, Glenn Ferguson Madison, and Edward Franks. I want to also acknowledge another member of our committee that she became a little bit ill and she had to drop out. But she had helped us 5 years ago, Doreen Benedict. And Doreen, she's been pretty sick, but she's here tonight. Stand up, Doreen. So we need a round of applause for Doreen. On our committee, Naomi was our spiritual leader. Carol was our bubbly member. I mean, she wouldn't let you get down. She's always smiling, and I couldn't get mad because I look at Carol. Veronica, she's our world traveler, and she can tell you something about everything. Roscoe is our military guy, so everything is kind of strict by the military. Glenn Ferguson is our walking encyclopedia. He knows everybody here. I'm telling you, that's a fact. Glenn knows everybody.
Tell me, reads the yearbooks.
Ed said he think he went to everybody's class reunion and everybody's graduation. And he knows everybody. And Ed, he's kind of Ed, you know, he keeps us all in line. And I thought I was in charge, but Ed's really in charge. So that's our committee. 5 years ago, many of these same people was on our committee, and we had a wrap-up meeting. At that meeting, I told the committee that we would take all the stuff that we had compiled and we would turn it over to the next group. And they all looked at me and said, we are the next group. We're going to do it again. And so that's how we got stuck, or we got blessed with doing this committee, this reunion. Now, I've been told by Glenn to ask anybody that wants to be a part of the reunion committees to sign up for future committees. I've been asked to ask anybody when they thought it'd be prudent to do another reunion so that we're not stacking them too close together.
Or other events.
Or other events. Maybe I better get Glenn up here because I'm sure I'm going to miss something, and he'll call me in the morning and tell me I missed something. So
I couldn't wait. Thought he never asked. But yes, we like to, basically I'd like to say this Western Vision was a special time for me, and I asked Zeke to say something about it. I'm sure he will. But given these days and times, we have to remember some of the people that came after us got to understand where the spirit came from. And I recall a lot of Polish, Italian, black, Lincoln Farm, Asian. And I tell Zeke that when it came time, and Vernell, Pattons and guys, Vernell, if I had to go to get in the foxhole or go to war, that's right. I want to call the soldiers, and that would be, you know, it's not about anything other than people that have heart and spirit, and I got that spirit at West Division. No. I should have never said that. However, what we want to do, what we're trying to do is network, keep the spirit alive, and I'd like for people to sign up to talk about the planning for future events, not necessarily another reunion. I know in the past we were doing cruises and so forth. So anybody has any ideas about events and getting together periodically before within before a 5-year time, just see me, and we're definitely looking forward to people to sign up on the committee, because we are getting a little older, all of us. And as much input, the more input we get, the better we can perform. What was that? But anyway, so we want the whole object of this is remember where we came from, where we are, and we are family. And this is not just a class reunion, it's more family reunion. We have several families where the whole family has come. Some the Lewises and so forth. So I want to try to keep that spirit together, because West Division meant that much to me, and I want to extend that out to some of the later graduates, the 70s and 80s. That the spirit started way long before you guys. It started way back in the 1800s. And West Division was a very diverse school. And what we have to do is understand where we came from, so you know where you're going. So anyway, all that being said, we're looking for input for future events. Even probably do scholarships. Anything like that. Any ideas anybody has, we're open for it. So sign up with me, and with that, I'll turn over to Zeke.
Now, as you can see, Glenn told me to say everything he said. That's why I brought him up here. I couldn't remember half of what he said. As I look at a lot of the classmates, it brings back so many memories and good times. When I hear certain songs being played, I think about certain people.
Right.
And many of these people have passed away. I think of the Bobby Darnell, when he would try to sing some of the old songs, or Bernard Gregory, some of these people.
John Chip.
Absolutely. But a couple of months ago, I was at a party, a wedding actually, and I got to hearing some old songs. I was telling a good friend of mine, Mary Jennings, that when I heard these songs, I think about her. She said, I think you're just thinking about me because you seen my name with that reunion. I said, no, I think about you all the time, every time I hear that song. So I'm just here to tell you in public that I think about you when I hear certain songs, and I'm old and sentimental, and I'm not ashamed to say it. So I think a lot of times we think about some of our old classmates.
The Rolling Stones and Temptations and so on.
I thought I'd let you
Go ahead, bro.
Glenn wants to take over.
Go ahead, bro.
That's why I keep him on the committee, because he thinks he's running the show.
Zeke has been my punching bag.
Anyway, I get sentimental and I get long-winded, and that's not why I'm up here. But I think about a lot of you guys, and certain things take me back, as I'm sure it takes you guys back.
Right.
And the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is that if you think about some of your old classmates, pick up the phone and call them. You know, don't wait till next week or tomorrow. If you're thinking about somebody, pick up the phone and call them. Now, another thing I want to tell you guys is I was at a party one time, and the next day I saw a guy that was at that same party. And he told me that he left the party early because he wasn't having a good time. I told him I stayed to the party until it was over because I was having a good time. Sometimes people go looking for a party, and some people bring the party. So what I'm telling you guys is there's a party going on right here.
All right.
Right here. There's a party going on right here. Now, I've never been to a bad party. I don't know what was happening when I got there, or before I got there. But when I got there, it was a party. So you guys have to take the same attitude and say, tonight, you're going to have a party. And don't wait for somebody else to bring the party. You are the party.
Remember the homecomings? Not the prom, but the homecomings. That's what this is, the homecoming.
So with having said all of that, I am going to, yeah, did I miss anything?
Wobble, wobble.
I'm going to turn it over to the DJ. He's going to play some then and now. So sit back.
Hold on.
We had one more, just a slight announcement. Mr. Eddie Franks had mentioned that we would have people, he said, come forward and say what West Division meant to you. That was going to be part of the program. However, what we're going to do, Mr. Robert Sanders, our videographer, who's videotaping this, and this is going to be on YouTube. We thought about putting it on Matter, but that's too small. Put it on YouTube. There you go. It's more international. That's worldwide international. So it will be on YouTube. So what we want to do is you can approach Mr. Sanders and no vulgarity. And I know some people like Harold Moore, West Division didn't mean that much to him, according to Harry. But he's Reverend Harold Moore these days. Come forward and you can groups of people, individual, and speak on what West Division meant to me. Zeke and I have already talked about West Division meant to me. C. Phelps and Robert Donalds and John Donalds and Rodney Walkers and Ray Rodriguez. So anyway, come forward and speak about what West meant to you. This will be on YouTube. If you're interested after you see it or before getting a CD, Mr. Sanders will take care of you. So I'm going to turn it over to Zeke again, and we are family.
Okay, with having said that, if anybody wants to come up, they're welcome. I don't see anybody rushing
No,
up here
while we're
listening to the then and now.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As the evening proceeds, you can just come up either here or over there and speak on what West Division meant to you.
To our videographer, right? Okay.
All right. Rick,
With having said that, this is my last word. You're going to hear from me. So Rick's going to play then and now.